Welcome to Mallorca, the Spanish Mediterranean island, for the launch of this car. This is the e-Golf from Volkswagen. What you do is you take one of the best-selling cars in the world and you electrify it for our Canadian market, and it's coming this year.
People have been fans of the Volkswagen Golf for 40 years now. In that time, we've sold 33 million copies of this vehicle. And now, as we transition further and further into the 21st century, electric cars are becoming more and more popular with Canadians. We felt that it was a great time to introduce a car they already knew, a car they loved, but electrically powered. And that's where the e-Golf has come in. Take your regular Golf, the car that families, as I mentioned, really love, with all the space, all the comfort, all the drivability, and power it electrically with a range of 200 kilometers. You really do get the best of all worlds with this car. You get the beautiful emissions-free motoring, but at the same time, you get everything you've grown accustomed to in a normal driving experience. It's all new for 2017. We couldn't have been more excited about this car, and we're really glad it's finally made its way to Canada.
Now, Volkswagen has been quite aggressive when it comes to their in-dash technology. They seem to almost update their head units every year. And one nice thing, if you buy any Volkswagen, really, it comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard equipment. Now, with this e-Golf, they take it up a notch, and a big notch. So the standard screen is going to be 8 inches in this e-Golf. You can go up to a 9.2-inch screen. The one we have here, very vivid, beautiful graphics. It even has gesture control. You can change the stations by just putting your hand to one side, which is quite clever. But that screen also comes with navigation included. Now you can marry that up with a digital dashboard. We've seen this from Audi. It's called their virtual cockpit. They're 2 separate packages though. To get the larger Navi screen is $2,300. It comes with other features as well, including the Navi. And the screen behind the steering wheel is also $2,300, but that adds the full suite of advanced safety features that a lot of people want these days. So you can go base model, use Android Auto and Apple CarPlay to get your navigation. You can go to the bigger screen, or you can get the two together to make it really quite spectacular. Now, it's good that Volkswagen waited till this year to bring in the e-Golf, because this is the year the car gets some major upgrades. So the battery has now been extended from about 140 kilometers to over 200 kilometers. The official rating is 201 kilometers, and we started out here today in Mallorca with about 270. So it really changes the way you drive. If you're a very efficient driver, you stay within the speed limit and you modulate the throttle, and you even use the regenerative braking as much as possible, you can push the range of your e-Golf way up. So that's a good thing, is that you're actually able to get better efficiency. I was going to say fuel economy, but efficiency out of this car. Now the battery's bigger, we get the updates for the outside and the inside, so it's a perfect time for this car to be coming into the marketplace. Power has been increased as well, from 115 horsepower to 135, but those that know anything about electrified cars, it's all about torque. Electric motors give you 100% torque right out of the gate, so it's a very rewarding experience, especially if you're using it in city driving conditions. You can modulate the way the brake is used on this vehicle as well. So in a regular gasoline car, you can shift in the middle here, gears up and down. Now this is a direct drive, but instead of gears, the center shifter, you can modulate how much regenerative braking you have. So as I mentioned, if you're quite aggressive with that regen braking, you can eke out even more distance out of this battery.
The all-new e-Golf can be charged in many different ways. If you want to just plug it into your house as if you were charging up your lawnmower or something like that, a standard 110 outlet will charge this car from nothing in about 26 hours. But most people that own electric vehicles like this, they install a wall charger. It's similar to what you would do to hook up your electric house dryer, and that'll give you a charging time somewhere between 4 and 5 hours. And remember, that's from standstill, so if you've drained the battery completely. If you're doing this as a maintenance or a top-up, it's significantly less. And with the car's onboard DC charging system, it gets even faster. You can go to one of these roadside charging stations and charge it up to 80% power in just 45 minutes, and some of them are even faster, right up to 80% in just 30 minutes or less.
So this e-Golf is $36,000, fully loaded, right around $40,000. That's a good chunk of change, But when you add in the rebates, the province of Ontario will give you back $14,000, $8,500 in the province of Quebec, and $5,000 in BC. And those are the three jurisdictions that are selling the e-Golf to start with. So you're going to get quite a bit of money off, and that brings it down to a relatively similar gasoline Golf. Now, this vehicle is much improved just in time for our Canadian market. More range, and we've been able to get more than the 200 kilometers of range, which makes it a really usable car now. So slowly electric cars are coming into the marketplace. It's good to see that Volkswagen's in the mix. And this e-Golf, especially the interior, looks and feels much more upscale than a lot of its competitors that are kind of stripped down cars. So well done, VW.
Watch 360-degree around view videos on our website, drivingtelevision.com.